Hey, great evening, everybody. Well, great afternoon. Lord, it's not evening. Great afternoon, everybody. As you're coming in the room, say hello. Great afternoon. Great afternoon. As you're coming in the room, say hello. I'm going to like and share this on my page. I pray that you will do the same. Hey, everybody. How are you? Hey, hope you had an amazing day. We are back to our regular format. You know, last week we had the mobile edition, where I actually had to pull over because I actually wasn't going to make it home in time. And so, hey, Janella, how are you? And so we are back to our regular format. We are back sitting here for Lunchtime Empowerment Talks with Dr. Vaughn. In case you do not know, I am Dr. Shavonna Whitehead, and it's always my privilege, my honor, and my pleasure to come and join you just to share with you during the lunchtime. We don't share long, but we share real quick. We jump on in there, and then we go on back about our day because all of us have busy days. All of us have busy schedules. And so I hope that your day is off to an amazing start thus far. So let's chat. I don't know if you saw the post, but my post simply asked a question with regards to when we talk about our topic for today. My post asked the question: is your hearing affecting your speech? Is your hearing affecting your speech? So I asked you that to think about it. If you don't know what our topic is today, I just told you. So let's think about it. Is your hearing affecting your speech? Is what you are allowing in your ear gates and allowing yourself to hear affecting what you say? Listen to this. Words are singularly the most powerful force available to humanity. You hear that? Words are singularly the most powerful force available to humanity. We can choose to use this force constructively with words of encouragement, empowerment, love, and peace, or destructive words of despair. Words have energy and power with the ability to help, to heal, to bring joy and happiness, or to hinder, to hurt, to harm, or humiliate. Listen to what I'm saying. So here's the dynamic. Oftentimes, hey, Aunt Judy, how are you? Oftentimes, we always think about words as what it is somebody is saying to us. But have you actually sat down and realized what you say to yourself? Have you actually sat down and evaluated the words that come out of your mouth concerning your own self? Have you actually taken the time to actually think about what comes out of your mouth concerning you? I know we can evaluate what somebody else has said to us. I know that. But my question is, when is the last time you evaluated what you have been saying? Listen, when a child is learning how to speak, everything is audible. The only way they learn how to speak is what they hear, and what they hear comes out of their mouths. Again, when you are developing and you're learning how to talk, what you hear inadvertently comes out of your mouth. That is how your speech is developed. And so what I'm saying to you today as we chat is, what are you allowing to be poured into your ears that will fuel you, that will help you grow, that will help develop you, that will help push you, that will help strengthen you, that is positive? What are you pouring into your ear gates? And is what you're pouring into your ear gates affecting what you say? Hey, Aunt Jackie, how are you? I'm not talking about you don't have to be the most intellectual person. I'm not talking about having all the big words. I am simply talking about, what are you allowing in your space that pours into your ear that comes out of your mouth? Because what you have to be true to is, the stuff that you say out of your mouth did not just come from anywhere. A lot of things we are allowing people to pour into us. We are allowing people to dump into us. We are allowing people to say all kinds of things, do all kinds of things around us, all kinds of environments. We're listening to all kinds of music, and we wonder why we can't speak what we need to speak over ourselves. When is the last time that you actually really taken the time to evaluate what have you been allowing into your speech? I don't let everyone say everything they want to say around me. I don't let everyone talk how they want to talk around me. Because why? I have somewhere I'm trying to go. I have something I'm trying to birth. There is a destination that I am trying to reach. And if you are not talking my language, I love you, but if you are not talking my language, then I cannot have you to continue to speak into my atmosphere. If the only thing you're ever talking about is all of the gloom, let me tell you, a friend of mine, my kid James, posted something the other day. I'm giving my kid credit. I love my kid. My kid posted something the other day. She said, "Misery loves company, but I no longer have the capacity to entertain misery." What is that saying? Where I'm going and what I'm destined for no longer has the capacity for you to keep dumping into my area stuff that is not going to feed me, stuff that's not going to fuel me, stuff that's not going to push me. You are in control of everything that you allow to pour into you. Hi, Bishop, how are you? Hey, A. Hey, Najee, how are you? You are in control of everything that you allow to be poured into you. You can no longer blame other people for what you allowed them to pour into you. I am in control of my space. And when I realize that as I continue to ask God to grow me, as I continue to ask God to mature me, I am just like a child. Whatever is audibly put into my ear will inevitably come out of my mouth. Hey, Tanae. Whatever I allow, just like a child, when you are teaching a child how to talk, you speak to them, they hear, and then inevitably they form the words and the words come out of their mouth. But it all starts with hearing. What are you allowing yourself to hear? Come on. You want to talk about, I'm not happy today. I'm always struggling. I'm sad, but I'm always listening to stuff that brings me down. I'm always listening to sad sob stories. I'm always watching, movies and shows that don't have a happy ending. I'm always looking at stuff and scrolling through stuff that's nothing but drama and misery and death and calamity. What are you pouring into what are you listening to? I'll say it again. Is your hearing affecting your speech? Have you allowed so much stuff to cloud your ear gates that you now don't even know how to speak well over your own self? Because we're oftentimes looking and we're saying, this person said this to me. This person said that to me. This person, said I'm going to be this. This person I said I'm going to be that. We can always identify what somebody else is saying, but what are you saying? It's easy to identify what somebody else is saying, but what are you saying over yourself? What are you saying over yourself? What is the last thing that you declared over yourself? I can tell you, I declared over myself, where I am right now is not my destination. I declared over myself, God, I know you're shifting me. Allow me to make sure that I pay attention to what I see and what you say. So inevitably, let me see what you're saying. I declare it over myself. No, it may not be moving as fast as I want it to be, but I am watching my words so that I can strategically know what I'm declaring over myself. How in the world can I expect somebody else to speak well over me, but I don't even speak well over me? How can I expect? I'm waiting for somebody. I'm seeking somebody to speak well over me. I'm seeking somebody to tell me I'm amazing. I'm seeking somebody to tell me I can do it. I'm seeking somebody to tell me you're gifted and you're anointed. I'm seeking somebody to tell me that you got that mind. I'm seeking somebody to tell me that, you know what, you can overcome this. I'm seeking somebody to tell me you will be healed. I'm seeking somebody to tell me you will overcome this. But when is the last time that I told it to myself? Hey, Erlene, how are you? When is the last time I said it to myself? Have you allowed what you've been hearing and seeing? May I add that? Have you been allowing what you've been hearing and what you've been seeing to cloud what you say and declare over yourself? Come on. It's us. Let's chat. Come on. Have you been allowing it to change how you speak about yourself? Let's all be true. We all have done it at some point. But right now in this season, what you say over yourself is crucial. What you say over yourself is critical. What you say over yourself will literally determine the trajectory of where your life is going to go. What you say over your own self is literally going to change and shift the very trajectory of your life. But the question is how much have you allowed what you're hearing and even what you're seeing to shut up what you say, or to cause a distorted version of what you say out of your mouth? Come on, y'all. We have far too long allowed things to shift the words that we are supposed to speak over ourselves. This is not the season to wait for somebody else to speak over you. What are you speaking over you? What are you declaring over you? How are you interceding for yourself? How are you speaking over your situation? What are you calling what you're going through? How are you responding to what you're dealing with? What are you saying over what you're seeing? What are you saying over what you're feeling? What are you saying over what's happening? What are you declaring over yourself? What are you declaring? That's right, cousin. Be your own hype man. What are you declaring? Or have you set up there and now have become this miserable person that puts on this facade, but every time we talk to you, the only thing that you got to say is about all the stuff that's not going on. So everything, this ain't happening, and this is not right, and this is not right, and I'm sick of this, and I'm sick of that, and this is horrible, and this is falling apart, and this not working. So you've allowed what you see and what you've been hearing to now control your speech. While it may be very valid that what you're going through is uncomfortable, while it may be very valid that what you're going through doesn't seem fair, while it may be very, very valid that what you're enduring you don't like, but you better watch your words in this season and learn how to understand. And like Paul said, I've learned to be content in whatever state I am in, which means I have allowed myself not only to be happy, but to have joy in the time of this is inside work. See, many of us, we have this superficial thing that everything is outward. Everything is outward. But when you actually begin to actually go on into the inside, you realize it's an inside work. Why in the world do you think some people can be going through the worst hell, but they're smiling and they're speaking victory, and you're trying to figure out how in the world can you do that? Easy. I have learned not to allow what I hear or what I see. I know what the doctor said. I know what everybody said. I know the people don't think I'm going to make it. I know some people don't like me. I know that I got some sisters that's talking about me. I know that I got some friends that's showing their face. I know that the people at the job don't like me. I know that the people at the church may not support me. I know that this person I know all of that. But in the inside, nobody can shift what I know about me. Nobody can shift what I declare about me. You can say whatever you want to say, but because I am doing the inside work, I don't allow what I hear to determine what I say. You can say whatever you want. I have no longer allowed what I hear to determine what I say. I get up and declare what I know. Here's the dynamic. We declare what we feel. I declare what I know. I learned a long time ago, you got to stop declaring what you feel and start declaring what you know, because here's the thing. Your feelings can change really in the middle of an hour. You can go from being happy to somebody piss you off 15 minutes later, to something calamity happens 45 minutes after them, to your best friend all of a sudden make you laugh. You can go through 5 different emotions in 1 hour. But when I say what I know, What I know does not change no matter what I feel. I know God is birthing something out of me, even if it seems like nothing is happening right now. I know God has destined me for something different to where I am, even if I see what I see before me. What I know is always what's going to drive me, not what I feel. But y'all, we done got so shook up that we will have these declarations. We will say this about ourselves. We will say that about ourselves. And the minute that our feelings don't match up with what we say, we throw it out the window. So we done allow what we heard to now hinder what we say. I ain't changing what I said just because it ain't happened yet. I'm not changing what I said just because it's uncomfortable. I'm not changing what I've been saying out my mouth. Why? Because what I'm saying came from the inside. Didn't come from what I heard. What I'm saying and the words that I speak over Shavonna have been embedded in my DNA. They have been embedded in who I am, which means what you say, if it does not match my DNA makeup, it does not reside in me. All it does is roll off. It does not become a part of my blood source and my living source of my DNA that resides with me 24/7. What you say, if it does not match up with my DNA, then it does not stick with me. But my question to you, how much have you been allowing what you're hearing and what you're seeing to hinder what you say? Real talk. I'm asking y'all, real talk. It's real talk. It's real talk. How many times have you allowed what you heard and what you saw to shift what you were saying? I'm guilty of it. You already know. I'm always going to be transparent with y'all. I'm guilty of it. I done dropped the ball many a times where I've allowed what I was feeling or I allowed what somebody was saying to change what I know and to change what I was declaring. Made me question my declarations, made me question my affirmations. So one day God had to shake me and say, are you allowing them to change what I told you? Are you allowing them to change what you know I spoke to you? When you allow what you hear and what you see to change what you know, when you allow it to change what you know, you then in turn question what God said to you. I don't question it no more. Even if it don't make sense, even if nobody else agrees with it, even if nobody else goes with it. You got to be careful. Be very careful. I know what I know. You got to know what you know. And you got to speak what you know, not what you feel. I know what I know. And even if I look crazy saying what I know, here's that part. Even if I look ridiculous quoting what I know, I know what I know. May never make sense to nobody else but me. And the truth of the matter is sometimes it may not even make sense to me. But I know what I know. I know what he said. So I challenge you today. That's all I came here to talk to you about. I challenge you. Have you been allowing what you have been hearing and what you have been seeing to change what you speak? It's a time of evaluation, you guys. It's a time of evaluation. It's no more blaming nobody else. Your capacity, change your capacity. No longer allow certain things in your space. I don't care who it comes from. No longer allow certain things in your space. What did I tell you? I'll read to you again. I'll read to you again. Words are the singularly the most powerful force available to humanity. We can choose to use this force constructively with words of encouragement or destructively with words of despair. Words have energy and power and the ability to help, heal, bring joy and happiness, or to hinder, to hurt, to harm, to humiliate, or to humble you. My question to you is, what are your words? What are you using your words for today? What are you using your words for today? What are you using your words for today? Or are you allowing what you hear and what you see to change your words every day? So you got a different mood every day. That's right, Nicole. Speak what you see until you see what you speak. What are you using your words for today? I just told you words are the most powerful source of humanity. What are you using your words for today? You. I ain't say what somebody else said. I said, what are you using your words for today? So that's all I came to talk to you about today. It's time for evaluation. Time to evaluate yourself and begin to speak over yourself. Speak over your own self. Stop waiting for somebody else. My philosophy is always, I know what I know. I know what I know. I can, I will, you just watch. That's my motto. I can, I will, you just watch. And I declare it over myself even when it seemed like I'm not even going anywhere. I still say I can, I will, just watch. And so listen, Lunchtime Empowerment Talks with Dr. Vaughn. I am Dr. Shavonna Whitehead, and as always, my privilege, my honor, and my pleasure to come and hang out with you just for a few moments on your lunch break, just to chat with you just a little bit. I hope that you receive something that will make you evaluate yourself, something that will push you, something that will change you, something that will make you do something a little bit different. Listen, your words can change the very trajectory of where your life is going. So listen, as always, I hope you'll join me back here next Tuesday for Lunchtime Empowerment Talks at 1 p.m. Again, I am Dr. Shavonna Whitehead. I love hanging out with you guys. Thank you so much for supporting me and hanging out with me. And I will see you back here next Tuesday at 1 p.m. Love you all. Have an amazing day.